What advice would you give to a guy who's about to have sex for the first time? Manage your expectations. It's not a contest. The first time you drove a car you may have made some rookie errors, but look at you now, you're fine. Porn is very fake and unrealistic. Real people don't tend to duck like that. You're not completing a checklist. You're having a real, human experience. It feels better when you are relaxed. Shower first. Edit. Whoa. I have never read this much before. Thanks everyone and good luck, op. Porn is to sex what martial arts movies are to fights. Edit. My first gold, and it's a sex analogy. Love you guys. Chuck Norris Walker Texas Ranger is to martial arts what hentai is to sex. However, Chuck Norris Walker Texas Ranger is to art what passion is to love making. Not sure I agree, but I'm gonna agree. Their words confuse and excite me. Trim your nails. Wash your hands. Use them gently. And for the love of God, stay away from any hot chilies. So just the cold chilies. Jar of jalapenos from the fridge, got it. Don't get a jalapenos. Not coming or coming too fast during your first sex is perfectly normal and shouldn't be embarrassed about it. It took me 6 months after losing my virginity to come for the first time, during sex. Some might wish for delayed ejaculation, but I promise you, it is not fun at all. We are still together 6 years later and having great sex now though, so it can and does get better for anyone else who may is struggling with it. As a woman, I don't understand why men think not coming for a super long time is something desirable. Like I get it feels great and you don't want that feeling to end after 5 minutes, but after 30 minutes of it, we get sore. After an hour, uck. Eventually I'm thinking I got shit to do. It's alright. Honestly, my inability to come in a reasonable amount of time is super embarrassing and I hate it. Does foreplay change anything? I'm similar, especially when I'm still new with a girl, but sadly it makes the girls feel really insecure. Am me body not sexy enough? In my experience from the girl's side, feeling comfortable with your partner changes a lot. Most guys who I've hooked up with will have delayed ejaculation the first couple times until their anxiety about performing goes down, and then we can both have more fun. It's kinda scary getting naked with someone and feeling the pressure to be good at it. Foreplay is important. Consider foreplay an essential part of sex. Putting it in isn't the beginning, it's somewhere in the middle. Absolutely. One trick is, I assume most guys got involved in some makeout heavy petting sessions before they ever actually have sex. Maybe it's different now. But my first girlfriend wasn't ready for 6 months. We did make out a lot over that time, and over that time I learned the ways I could use my hands and my mouth to, for lack of a better term, work her up. In her particular case, she went wild if you knew how to kiss a neck without giving a hickey. I mean more than just kiss, you get what I mean. And a dozen other things like that. When we finally did it, I started off just like I would one of our 100 makeout sessions, worked her up like crazy, and when we finally got to it she was like, ready, man. And it actually went really well. Man. That was over 20 years ago. I still remember how it felt like we were both made of electricity. I hope she's happy. We were both made of electricity. Reddit, a bastion of unsung poets. Man. That was over 20 years ago. I still remember how it felt like we were both made of electricity. I hope she's happy. Legit, that last comment made me cry some. How bittersweet. Listen to your partner. If they say just like that, don't switch it up. And if they say deeper, pull your nuts back because it's time to bust out the emergency inch. Or put their legs over your shoulders while you're on top. Has the desired effect. No emergency inch required. You know it, all about the mangles, homie. Going deeper isn't typically about you, it's about how her hips are positioned relative to her legs. I've also had good results from keeping my pubic bone pressed against hers and having that sort of be the pivot point, go in and out from there. Keeps pressure in the good spots for her, keeps the ole in out going for me, happy times. Also, if she's on top, try doing different things with your legs to adjust what angle your hips meet hers. Pretty sure me sitting. Okay, picture it like you're sitting Indian style but laying flat on your back, made her hips side kind of inside by crossed legs. Pretty sure that's the one that gave us the little newborn baby she's snuggling on the couch next to me right now. Hashtag X200B, edit, okay, yeah, my description of that second one wasn't great. Let's try it this way. Google image search lotus position for our baseline. Take that, but then be the guy and lean back to where your legs are still crossed but you're flat on your back, but keep her in the same spot. Once she gets her hips rocking and you're in deep, it's a lot of good pressure and contact area. Don't think too hard. However, don't try not to think too hard, because the act of trying not to think too hard will actually make you think too hard. Best not to think about it. Or at least try not to. Laugh it off when things are funny or go wrong. My absolute number one. Two bodies can make some damn funny sounds. Be gentler than you've seen in porn, especially if it's the other person's first time too, unless they ask you not to be lol if one of you can't finish, that's fine, there's always next time, and that's not the only thing it's about anyway. Edit, some people seem to misunderstand me, it's not fine if you come and don't try to help the other person get there. I said can't, as in it's starting to get stressful, frantic, uncomfortable. It's okay to stop if it's not happening, without guilt or feelings of inadequacy. Edit 2, oh damn, my first awards. Thank you all so much, see. Or if you finish before her, use her tongue and fingers to stimulate her so she can finish as well. Alternatively, if you know what you're doing, or if you're a first-timer, get really lucky, go down on her first. Best case scenario, she gets off before you. Worst case scenario, the foreplay will help and signals you at least care about getting her off. That last part is probably the most important. Showing that you actively want your partner to enjoy it and will do whatever it takes to facilitate is way more important than just making them orgasm. You can luck into an orgasm. You can't luck into the connection made by being a selfless lover. The opening is lower than you think, about an inch or two from the booty hole. Nah, nothing's wrong, baby. You got a shoehorn or something? Use condoms. If you feel something pop but they don't seem too affected, you probably just ripped the condom. If it gets warmer all of a sudden, you broke the condom. Broke one once in 10 years. I stopped and basically said something is wrong, it feels too good, lol. Oh wow, that is so much better. It's a trap. Don't be mad about finishing quick, it happens, especially your first time. I still finish quick after 10 years, lol. I still finish quick after 20 years, lol. We're just saving time. Ha! Joke's on you all. I save so much time, we skip the sex entirely and straight on to the part where she won't even look me in the eye. Edit, 3,000 upvotes? Jesus, you guys are more interested on my sex life than she is. I skip all the sex by coming on command when my partner asks for some ragtime. Ragtime? Like with banjos and straw derby hats? Don't get so nervous that you forget to take the condom off when you finish, only to have it fall out of your shorts and plop on the floor at 7 to 11 while you're getting celebratory Slurpees for you and your girl. This is oddly specific. Did this happen to you? It happened to Op's friend, and it's nice of him to share his wisdom with us. What a coincidence, this happened to my buddy Eric once as well. If you are on top in missionary position, please support your own weight with your elbows. Thank you. Wait, do some guys just lay on girls with their entire weight? Can't imagine why anyone would do that, lol. Edit, seems like there are more people who like it than I expected, but for the love of God, don't do it without making sure your partner likes it too. My girlfriend absolutely insists I crush her. I am constantly trying to support myself and she just pulls me down. As with all things in sex, follow the basic niceties until you're told not to, lol. Wash your junk. This goes for everyone. Edit, this blew up holy. Thank you all to the upvotes and awards. Before and after.